Welcome to my space. I'm Nat. Find my roleplay character blogs, roleplay resources, social links, and everything else in the description box. Like, subscribe, and enjoy the video. Fashion is something I love. Dressing up in games has always been a hobby, and one of my favorite things to do in pastime. I've played many characters in my past, and they all have had their own unique style of fashion. I feel clothing and how you choose to present your character is important. It speaks volumes, but at the same time says absolutely nothing. There are different outfits for different occasions, settings, and jobs. Who and what you are trying to portray is said a lot through what you choose to dress a character in. If you're still working on building a character, I suggest checking out my other videos first. Starting with creating a character blog, character creation for FiveM, and also the basics on how to play FiveM. Overall, these videos will help set you up with a character and a bit of a plan. This guide I will only use female models as an example, but if you choose to use male presenting models, this guide still applies. Don't ever feel restricted. Anyone is allowed to explore fashion, any way they decide to. To start getting dressed, let's find a nice clothing store. Make your way down to a shop however you like. I chose to have Shima walk her way there. Not the best choice in heels. We survived. Once in the shop, let's open up the clothing store. It is a bit overwhelming. We will go over the categories to start. Base game content is always the lower numbered pieces in a category, while the custom content will usually be in the higher numbers. For categories, we got shirts, which is where most of the main tops are for both base game and custom content. Undershirts, which consists of base game shirt pieces that fit under base game shirts. Most of the custom content for undershirts is bottoms, with limited other things. Arms, which has gloves, and more importantly, the body meshes. Body meshes change which parts of your character's bodies show up transparent. It is important to find the right mesh to wear to prevent certain pieces of clothing from clipping with the skin. Vests, which have vests, but also a few other interesting items. We also have pants, shoes, gloves, earrings, watches, bracelets, masks, bags, accessories of all types, as well as hats. Lastly, we got badges, which has a collection of logos that go over tops and vests for further customization. With all the categories gone through, where do we start? The best thing to do is set up a base for your character. A base is an outfit stripped down with all the basics. A character template, as you could call it. Let's strip her down to the basics of undies and begin building her template. With them stripped down, you can think about what they might wear on every outfit, or a majority. Maybe they own an old watch, got some piercings on their body, have their nails done and kept well manicured. Perhaps they don't own anything and your own base will be pretty plain. With our base done, we will save it. Call it whatever you want. The point of this base is to give you a template to load anytime you want to make a new outfit. Never forget the basics. It will be easier to load this base than to strip all the little things off your character later once you've built an actual outfit. Let's return to the catalog and begin making an outfit for Shima. When building an outfit, try to have an idea for your character palette in mind. Through building Shima's character blog, I already have a pretty good idea of the colors and vibe of the style she will have. Her color palette consists of blacks and reds. Her favorite color is yellow, so I'll also find ways to adopt that into her wardrobe as well. I'll use the yellow mostly incorporated through gold jewelry. Every piece you put on, try to think about how it can be used in the future. Just like real life, you wouldn't just wear a top once. You'd reuse the top with different bottoms. I like to keep the clothing my character owns realistic. They don't own every pair of shoes, nor every top or dress in every color. I hand select pieces. As time goes on, her collection will grow. Finding a style that fully encompasses a character can take time. Wardrobes take a lot of time to build up, and you will find pieces you picked out for your character you may no longer want. Perhaps they never wear a pair of pants again. Make it into a story, into your roleplay for the character. Try to think about the pieces and what stories could come from just a pair of pants. Maybe they donated them later. Try to sell them off online to someone. It is ultimately up to you how deep and far you'd like to go with the roleplay surrounding your character's clothing. It is a reflection of your character and something you are choosing to express. How your character becomes known is truly up to you. With our first casual outfit finished, let's save it up before we continue. However you like to sort, try to find a way that works for you. I like to keep one outfit for the day spot for saving the outfit I made for my character to wear that day. I've gotten very good with knowing what pieces my characters own, so that works best for me. I enjoy the process of putting my characters into new outfits when I log in, dressing them for the day like I dress myself every morning. The more you change, the more you get accustomed to the menu. It will become quick for you to dress your own characters eventually, no matter their style. I have another character who is very developed in her own style, Trixie, who is a woman who always has to wear pink. She reuses pieces across her outfits, and it makes her style very consistent, very her. She has outfits for her jobs and everything she enjoys doing. The more your style is recognizable as your own, the more realistic your character appears. A real person doesn't wear the same outfit every day, nor do they wear the same outfit to every occasion. It wouldn't make sense to wear heels to go for a run. Let's dive a bit further into this realism. What else would our character need to own from the start? This character enjoys long walks along the beach. Maybe she'll go swimming in the ocean while the sun is blazing. She will definitely need a bikini or two. As I pick out things for her to wear, I consider how they will be used later. Bikini tops turn into regular tops when she isn't at the beach. Shades she could wear on other outfits. While you discover your own style for your character, it's okay if they go through phases. You'll remember pieces they own and quickly put things together with articles your character already owns. Try to be mindful of every single thing you choose your character own. How did they come in possession of it? Are they addicted to buying fast fashion? Perhaps instead a character collects vintage name brands, and it gives you something special to roleplay for the character. A character seeking that bigness jacket in some exclusive pattern that you decided to make lore, just for your character. Because the beautiful thing about getting immersed into clothing is all the stories that can come from the clothes, often without you even realizing the story potential was there. Maybe the last thing left of your character in remembrance is a piece of what they wore and gave away, the memory of your wonderful creation living on in story far beyond when you last logged in. Next, I will want some street clothes. I'm not sure how she'll be making her money at first. These streets could be rough. I'll add some pieces that conceal most of her skin and identifiable features to this newest fit. Who could it be under the face coverings? Lastly, I'll get her set up with a hot date outfit. She loves dancing and never know when she might take herself out somewhere to bust out some smooth grooves. In this outfit, I'll find something in her favorite color and mix it up with her usual palette. In the end, I've already gotten it down a bit on how to make even this yellow dress fit her love for alternative style. With that complete, we have built a bit of a wardrobe already for her. Pre-make a couple outfits for yourself. Be open to cooking up scenarios to make outfits for, even if the occasion isn't planned or exists yet. Playing with clothes is a way you can roleplay for yourself. Take yourself out for a run if that's what your character enjoys doing. Don't wait around for others to get use of your outfits. I'll go over a bit about the undress HUD now. With the undress HUD, I can remove articles of clothing my character currently has on. Some categories are not able to be undressed, mind you. The main thing to note is arms is relabeled to gloves when trying to find your character's mesh layer. Shirts and undershirts are combined, which this means if I remove my character's torso, it removes her shirt and undershirt together. This can be inconvenient if you want to have your character take off a jacket in a roleplay and not totally strip off their whole outfit. I found a clever way of stripping clothes and getting around this issue. We first have to note that this method might have more complicated steps if your outfit requires special arm meshes. Your own testing will be required. First, we will have to make 2 copies of our outfit. One copy with the article of clothing we want layered over, which in our case is this jacket, then one copy without the jacket on. Once we have both outfits saved, whatever outfit we want to be able to change into, we need to use the undress menu to undress out of the outfit and gain a copy of the outfit into our inventory. In our case, we are saving a copy of just the dress, without the jacket on. So let's dress into the outfit without the jacket on and undress our torso. With the copy of piece of clothing now in our inventory, we'll change into the outfit that we want to wear out. In our case, the outfit with the jacket over top the dress. As we can see, we have the torso object in our character's inventory. So if we switch into our jacket outfit, we now have a copy without the jacket to change into when we're out and about. When the time comes we want to roleplay removing our jacket, we put on our backup torso. Lovely! One problem. If we check back into our inventory, as you can see, we no longer have a torso item in our inventory anymore. If we want to switch back into her wearing a jacket, we no longer have a copy to change into. That is because when you dress into something from your inventory, it replaces whatever item you are wearing. This is why you must first remove your character's current torso, which exposes them nude, or create multiple copies of both outfits you want to be able to switch in and out of. That way, you don't have to expose your character to the world when you want to just remove a jacket. It is tedious, but the best roleplay requires you to put in work. If you master this, you can easily switch up your clothing for your characters on the go. For instance, Trixie could wear a hoodie when she goes out on a run that she tosses off to the side when she's getting into her workout. Think of all the possible storytelling and combinations you can think of using these systems. Remember that this is a gift to be able to do, and never abuse game mechanics on a roleplay server. Use these mechanics to broaden your roleplay, not use it as an ability to power game. With some outfits all shaped up for Shima and the basics done, let's fine-tune even further beyond clothes. Let's head to the barbershop. Down at the barbershop, you can fully customize your character much like you could do in the original creator. If you made a mistake creating your character, this is where you can get a bit of plastic surgery to fix them right up. Be mindful not to abuse this feature. It is a blessing to be able to fine-tune after creation. If you are planning on using a PED model, you will have to use the full creator when creating a fresh character to select a PED model. We will be focused on hair and makeup here. With just changing hairstyles, you can totally change up the vibe of an outfit. Play around with the idea of using different hairstyles for your character. Just like real people, they change it up. As an update, the feature to save hairstyles per outfit is now possible on the server. One tip I have is to always make a base with different hairstyles for your character. When saving an outfit, you have the choice of saving the hairstyle as well. If you don't save the hairstyle and later have a different one, when switching to the outfit, it will adopt whatever hairstyle you currently have. So you can switch out hairstyles using your character bases. Hair up or hair down. It is easily in your power to switch now. Make sure to make a base for each of your hairstyles saved so you can easily switch between them. Don't underestimate makeup. With just a little colored lip and eyeshadow, they can be walking out looking like a totally different person. There isn't one look to rule them all, just like there isn't one outfit to identify who your character is. Let's head down lastly to the tattoo parlor. To start, this is the place you can find hair fades. Some hairs might look a little odd without a hair base, or maybe you're playing a character who doesn't want luscious locks. This is where you can tattoo on some hair instead. If you are here for a usual tattoo, you can totally get some of those too. Try to think about why your character has tattoos. The history. Tattoos are pretty sick, but try to put some thought into each one. Tattoos often can cost hundreds of dollars. How did they afford them? How old are the tattoos? What is the story behind them if someone was to ask? Maybe you could find a tattoo artist in the city and roleplay getting a whole new one, helping someone achieve their roleplay dreams of being a tattoo artist. After all, this is all about building your own immersion, and that impacts the world around you. The story behind your character's tattoo should hold some sort of value to you beyond cool cosmetics. Tattoos are just as important as the clothes you dress over top of them. With all 3 shops hit, Shima's pretty exhausted. She shopped till she dropped, so let's bounce with the goodies secured. I hope this video helps break down the process of building your character's looks. Don't get too overwhelmed with all the options. One outfit a day will help build your character's dream wardrobe, okay? Peace, love, immerse into another reality.